Welcome Sagittarians to your reading for the month of July 2020, and let us begin by pulling out a card from my favorite super attractor deck. It says, I am patient knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. So don't forget the Feng Shui tip at the end of this episode. So let us begin your journey. Let us begin your journey of tarot cards and the planets and see what the tarot cards and the planets have in store for you in the month of July. So let me just quickly start by taking out one card for you for the first week, and let us see what that card has in store for you. So the card which has come out is the Page of Wands. So as you can see, there is a man who is standing with a wand in his hand. So this card signifies that a message of importance to your current situation or your project is going to come through. This message could be affecting your work, but most probably this is going to be of social nature. The information is going to be positive, and this person is an actual person around you. So this could be a young relative or a friend, maybe your apprentice, somebody in your team. He is also an enthusiastic adventurer, and this person might also be interested in international travel, foreign cultures, and the art of philosophical projects. And now let us take out a second card for you. Let's quickly take out a card. So the second card for the second week is the King of Cups. So this shows a father figure, kind of a man, maybe your own father or someone who is like your father. He is trustworthy and dependent and can be relied upon to help you when you need him. This card can also represent a situation which is favorable for you, and it is most probably a creative one. So in this week, only on Sunday, we have the Guru Purnima on also on the day when there is a lunar eclipse, which was in the morning from 8:37 a.m. to 11:22 a.m. So these eclipses are kind of portals of energy which are there to clear the unwanted situations, circumstances, people in our life which are no longer required. You might be experiencing a breakup, or you might be moving on from one situation to the another, and this is actually all to put you on the right path, the path that you meant to walk, the destined path that you meant to walk. Let us quickly also take out a third card for the third week, and the card which has come out is the Justice card. So this card talks about that if you have been wronged in life, this is the time when things will start going on in your favor, and universe is going to put the things right. And if you are involved with a lawsuit, then it will go in your favor. And in case you are in a situation then where you are going to pass the sentence, then you should do it without bias to anybody. And you also need to create a balance, not only of power but also to your emotional reactions to the situation at hand. Your judgment is very good at this time, and you are not swayed by personal consideration or bias of any sort. And in this week only, on 12th of July, Mercury is going to go direct. Mercury, which is in your 7th house, would have been affecting your partnership, whether life or business, and it goes direct and brings relief to a long end of miscommunication and delays. And on 14th of July, we have Sun, which is going to move from a 7th house into 8th house, and thereby removing any kind of negativity, obstacles, whatever obstacles you have been facing or delays you have been facing, they'll all be removed by this transit. Now let us take out the fourth card for you, and let us see what this card has in store for you for the fourth week. So the card that has come out is the Devil. So Devil is actually a mythical creature with no real substance, but it symbolizes the bondage that we create and maintain for ourselves. So it could be materialistic bondage is there right now in your mind. Everything that you're trying to do in this week could have a negative outcome because it is based upon a materialistic thing. There may be obstacles in the environment that you find frustrating, or you might feel that your opinions are narrowing, and someone else can also be involved, but you have the ability to free yourself from the situation by using your willpower. So let's take out the last card for the July, for the 5th month, and let us see what this has in store for you. Wow, Ace of Pentacles. So this is a very very positive card, and it predicts success for some kind of new enterprises if you are starting, or if you are starting up a new project in your office. So you are actually planting the seeds for a new venture involving the acquisition of money or financial security. Prosperity is going to come your way. Be open to abundance. And now for the tip of this episode, how to attract luck. So your house is the area where you stay. The atmosphere around the house is going to impact us deeply. So we can change the inner atmosphere of the house according to our choice, but changing the outside atmosphere according to needs is relatively difficult, and we have to be careful while doing this, and it is extremely difficult to find out where the harmful feng shui is existing outside the house. And the road coming straight towards your house can also be a means of bad feng shui for you. It increases ill luck. A circular path passing in front of the house is considered to be good. A triangle roof situated in front of the house creates extremely bad feng shui. The electricity and phone poles or any kind of TV towers or tower or any kind of trees or high buildings are very inauspicious energy, and it is necessary to protect the house from these. To protect yourself from these sources of inauspicious energy, you put up a pakwa mirror or a wind chime with 5 rods outside the house. These help to stop the inauspicious energy. So here's wishing that the upcoming month fills your life with a lot of positivity and removes any kind of negativity there is. And till the time we meet again, this is me saying namaste.